You ready? Hey Solace, Agent Solo Matt Rice here with Fudge. He's a bit camera shy. We're about to run through the game of Dog Park. We're going to play it solo. It is 1 to 4 players. It's done by Birdwood Games. Just come out for me. I'm keen to give this one a go. Fudge might give me a watch. Don't you, mate? So Solace, join me at the table. Let's roll. All right, Solace, Agent Solo here again. This is Dog Park, and this is my little quick setup that I've done for a solo game. And I think I might just run through a few little things I had to set up for this solo game. Obviously, the Dog Park board here, fairly large board, takes up most of my table, but it's not overly large, but it's going to be one of those ones where I film this and probably have to film certain sections as I go. A lot of editing for me. Next thing I did was the forecast card. So if I come up here, there's 4 cards up here that we randomly shuffle and select, and we choose 4 of the 11 here. So there's more left over that's in the box here that I didn't get to choose. And these like our round, like focuses for the round, I guess. And we'll go through that in more detail as the game gets on. But I had to shuffle up and put 4 of them out. I then had to shuffle up and place all the breed cards on the right-hand side here in different order. So this tells me at the end of the game what breeds are worth more points. So for example, the toy dogs, if I have the most toy dogs at the end of the toy type dogs at the end of the game, I get 2 points. Whereas if I had hounds, the most hounds, I get 8 points. So clearly they're going to be more favoured than the rest. After that, I had to shuffle up. Look, there's a massive deck of dog cards here. I had to shuffle up this deck of dog cards, and this is only half of it. They're recommending that you shuffle up and half go back in the box. I've got another half of that. I've also shuffled in the famous dogs and the European dogs. One thing I noticed about them too, there was no little indicator down the bottom corner of the card. So if I do want to take these out of the deck, which I would never would anyway, but if I did, I don't know which ones they are. I have to look them up at some point. And they come with different abilities, some of them. So I've got these reference cards nearby for myself. Probably handy for yourself too as you play the game. So I shuffled up all the dog cards. I've then started filling out a dog field. As you can notice, they're all the same. That's not intentional. That's just how it's shuffled out. I did promise you, I did shuffle as best I can. I got 3 terriers straight away, which you might notice at the moment that the person with the most terriers only gets 2 points, but it's 2 points. So I've got to be careful what I select here. So in a solo game, 3 dogs come out. This 4th space is just vacant. That's only for 4 players. For solo, you simulate 2 auto walkers with you, 2 AIs in the game. I've got all my tokens down the side here. One thing I want to say to the designers, I guess I've got the upgraded version with the wood. There's no way that some of these wood tokens just fit in 2 mini slots. If I grab this, I had to use 3 slots for the toys, 3 slots for the treats at the top. But there's 4 types of resources: sticks, balls, treats, and toys. Treats and toys are a bit more luxurious. I start with a few of them, which I'll talk about in a moment. The location deck over here, I'll have to move across here for a bit. This location deck, I have to use all the rerouted ones, which is all the brown ones in this deck. There is half the deck which was green, I had to take out for a 1 to 3 player game. And that just sits to the side over there. I revealed the top location card, and I've placed my birdie, which is my location tracker. It's a pretty cool birdie. Look at that. Yeah, cool birdie. And of course I gave myself the first player token, which is a cool little kennel. I love that. Over here is my personal board setup. In the deluxe version of this game that I've got with the Kickstarter, I've got a kennel board and, a walker board. That's one that goes in the lead when I go walking them. And this is my kennel for the ones to choose from. Here's my sleeve packs that I was going to use to sleeve the game, but I ran out of time. I will definitely be sleeving them. I tend to be a member of SAC, sleeve all cards. But I'll be doing that another time. This game will be sleeveless, I know, don't freak out. I've also got a solo objective. So I've chosen the novice one. There's a few others. There's intermediate, expert. Let me just grab them out just so if you want to have a look at them yourself, since this is solo focused for today's playthrough. So this is the next step up. So we've got to carry off, tick off a few more harder items compared to what I've got at the moment. Okay, so I've got to win at least 3 Breed Expert awards, get 8 walking tokens, and have. I assume that means, I'll find out later, I assume that means I have to have 4 tokens at the end of the game for any random token. I don't know. Intermediate, expert, big step up, isn't it, from intermediate to expert. And then legendary. Okay, plenty of stars worth on that one. If you succeed, you then flip it over and then rate yourself. So it's a bit of both. It's like an objective with a beat your own score. I like it that way. I like this as an objective. I'm not really a beat your own score kind of guy. Gets kind of boring after a while. So I've got this, then a beat your own score. So you've got the best of both worlds, which is not a bad thing at all with this. I've got 5 resources here. I've got 2 sticks, 2 balls. Sorry, more than 5. I've got 6. Pretty sure that's correct. I've got 1 of each of the luxurious ones and got 2 of each of the more standard tokens. I've got my little lead here, which is like my little tracker. I'll just let this probably face up. But normally in a 2 or 3, 4 player game, you keep it to yourself. No one knows how much you're bidding for certain dogs. So I keep that there. And I've got to choose, I believe I choose one of these. So I shuffle out, you choose like a standard or an experienced one. Since I need to get at least 8 already, yeah, I might take the experienced well-walked kennel. I'm going to get 7 experience for have walking leads, leads I think, on at least 7 different dogs. Let's give that one a go. The other option was to have, I get 3 points if you have at least 1 dog of 4 breed categories. Let's go for the harder one, yeah? So I'm going to keep that. The other goes into the box. For more solo specific as well, I've got, so this is my auto walker token. I've got the 2 AI auto walkers. And I've selected one of the solo cards. And I'm always going to be the first player. So I've got my guy ahead here. So I always get to select first, move first, things like that. So I'm always first player. And it seems like I play the game as normal otherwise. I've got the auto walker dial as well. So if I roll that, it'll tell me how many spaces these guys move. So he would move 3 spaces, for example. Yeah, look, I'm learning this game as you guys are, as I normally do when I film these. It's normally like fresh out of the box, ready to go. Last thing I think is I've got my reputation marker right in the bottom corner down here, if you can see. It's down here. 3 doggies, and this one looks a bit like my doggy fudge. So I thought I'd choose this one. So I'm going to be the yellow player in this game, up against the red and green. All right, let's get into how we play the game. My aim of the game, as I said, is to complete these objectives and then score my star rating below here. So that's my reputation, I believe, which would be the reputation track on top. So I'm going to get as far as I can on the reputation track and then get bonus stars and then see how my star rating is all up here. Ooh, best in the show or super walker. That's what I'm aiming for. Let's go again, could happen, who knows. So I've got that ready to go. My birdie's here. It looks like there's 4 phases. So there's recruit, select, walk, and home time. And there's going to be 4 rounds of that. As you see, these forecast cards are active for a certain round. So the first round here, I've got this forecast card. It says during selection, so that's obviously the second step for looks of things. When you place a pastoral dog, so a certain type of dog, pastoral dog on the lead, you may place another dog without paying the walking cost. That's pretty cool. The problem is there's no pastoral dogs to select from first round here. I've got all terriers. But we'll see what happens here. We'll learn the game together. Another thing that I've done during setup is that this location card tells me what other resources come out onto the board here. So I've placed a stick over here, and I've placed the swap dogs. And I'll explain how they all work once we get to those phases. Alrighty. So let's start the game. Let's go to our recruit phase. So I move the bird to recruit. This is now active, this forecast, which is saying during selection, when you place a pastoral dog on the lead, you may place another dog without paying the walking cost. Now, that will come in effect in the selection phase. So this is recruit, but I've got to keep an eye out for some pastoral dogs if any come out. All right, next part of the phase is the offering phase. So I'm going to grab all the walkers down here. I'm first player, so I get to offer first. So I'll always be first in the queue. So for my aim here is I have to bid a certain amount of reputation for a certain dog. I have 5 reputation. We start with 5. It's over there. And I'm thinking I'm going to go over here to this terrier. And I'm going to try and bid, let's say 3. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there to remind me. So I'm on 3. Reason why I'm going for this dog rather than the others, well, first of all, they're all terriers. And the terriers only give me 2 points in the game, but I can't choose anything else. I don't think, I'm not aiming to get more terriers because this guy has a ability that final scoring again 2 for each terrier in your kennel, but I don't think I'm not going to try and get too many of these. This one here, during selection when you place this dog in the lead, you may discard any resource to gain a tennis ball. I mean, he's cheap and he's cheap to select, I guess, and get a tennis ball, but I'd rather this terrier here. He's dearer to select because the next phase, this is what they cost to put on the lead. But when walking this dog, whenever you gain one or more tennis balls, I gain a stick as well. So he's like my resource engine building. And during with games like this, I want to try and build as many resources as I can early. So I'm going to bid 3. Why 3? Well, the auto walkers will roll this die. And this die has one side with 1, 2 sides with 2. This is like their bids. 2 sides with 3, but I'll be ahead of them, and 1 side with 4. So they only have a 1 in 6 chance if they choose the same dog as me to get this dog over the top of me. Right. Auto walkers, doesn't matter what order that I do, they just try and grab these off you. So they choose the highest valued breed, but they're all the same breed. If that's the case, if there's a tie, they just choose the one to the furthest to the left. So this green guy is going to go here, and this red one is going to come here with me. I kind of somewhat purposely chose this terrier, though, although I wouldn't mind winning it. That's why I bidded 3. What happens here is to win these bids, they're going to roll a die. Okay, so they roll a die. Okay, and they rolled a 2, which is good for me. My 3 outbids their 2. So I'm going to get this terrier. I then lose the 3 reputation. 1, 2, 3. And then, but the loser doesn't use reputation, but also I need to check if the AI does lose reputation. Maybe they never do gain reputation, I'm not sure. Probably not. And I get to choose this dog, and it then goes into my kennel. Ready for possible selection next round. This auto walker will then gain the Jack Russell. I'm going to put it, I've got their kennels up above, up there. So I'm just going to put it up here. Just going to show you just this once, but that's where theirs, because that counts at the end of the game for how many of a certain breed they have in terms of breed points at the end of the game. Just to clarify too, the auto walker does not gain or lose reputation. So I should remove these 2, even though they're nice and cute. So no point of having them in the game. It's not very clear in the rules, but I'm assuming, like in a normal game, it says they do act like a player, the auto walker, in terms of recruitment selection stuff. So in terms of recruitment, so I assume if he's missed out, he would then grab this terrier and put it to his board. I'm assuming so. I'm sure someone will jump in if that's incorrect. We then reset our walkers here. I get the die, of course here I reset my lead. And then we choose 3 new dogs. No pastorals. Damn. The other thing I should make clear too is the auto walker turn is always fixed. So I'm going to go green then red each time. So it's like, I guess the green guy's always going to be a little bit stronger than the red, perhaps. I don't know. Interesting to see how that plays out. Interesting decision here. I've only got 1 toy in my reserve, as in the pink resource. So, and I've already got a terrier that has the pink resource on him to be able to walk him in the next phase. So I really want to walk that dog. So I better not get one of these toy, it's 2 different toys. I better not get the toy resource type dog. So I might have to bid kind of high for this one. Because what's going to happen here, if I go here, and then what's going to happen is the green will try and go for the highest breed. The highest breed, these are 2 lowest as well, is the terrier. So this green one's going to go for this terrier, unopposed. But then this guy, since they're both toys, he's going to go to the furthest left and contest me. Do I really want this dog? I don't know. But I need to walk as many dogs as I can. That's part of my objective. I need to walk at least, have a walking lead at least 7 different dogs. And you'll see that next round on how you put them on. So I've only got 2 experience left. So I'll I'll bid my 2. Let's see how we go here. Roll the die because I'm getting contested. Ooh, and they win it. That's a shame. So that 4. So I don't lose any reputation at least, but this red player will gain the toy Alpha and Pincher. Their rugged urchin-like appearance. Urchin-like? Oh my god. So the red players grab that toy. Green players grab this terrier. That's a shame. So I move down to here. I lose 1 reputation to gain that dog, the toy Chihuahua. During final scoring, gain 2 for each toy. And I mean, worth it at the end, but I won't be able to walk it. Okay, I'll place that into my kennel and place that into my kennel right there. At the end of the recruit phase, we actually grabbed 3 new dogs. Have them ready to go. Still no pastoral dogs, but anyway, we're going to go to the selection phase here. So this is still in effect for the whole round, this forecast card, but we'll see how we go. Selection time. Alrighty, so during the selection phase, I get to go first, and even then, the order walkers don't actually choose any dogs to go walking. They don't really gain resources or choose dogs or anything. I've got a choice of 2 here. Ordinarily, you can choose 3 dogs. I've only got 2 to choose from first round. And I've got, this is my selection of resources over here. I'm thinking I'm going to pay my 2 sticks and a toy for this dog, which is the Sealyham Terrier. And when I do that, I discard those resources and put a walking lead on it. And it's going to be selected to go out. I could still choose this Chihuahua if I wanted to, because I could use 2 of any resource to act as another. But I think I might save it. The problem with not walking a dog during a round with no lead on it, you will lose a reputation if you don't. And you gain 2, I think it is, for each one that you do walk. I'm taking a risk here, but I'd rather keep some extra resources just in case. I know I'm going to drown some more up here. It's a big choice, isn't it? Big choice to make, but I wouldn't mind just saving up some resources for when I have a set of 3 dogs that I want to walk. I'm not too worried about my solo objective. I know I need to walk 8 and the other one needs 7 walked. But I've got 4 rounds to do so. Let's save up some resources here. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to walk the Sealyham Terrier and keep the Chihuahua in the kennel. We're now heading into the walk phase of the first round. Alrighty, so with the walking phase, I get to choose between 1 to 4 movement. So I can go 1 to here, or I can go up to here, here, here. Provided I'm the only one there, I gain the resource for free. If I happen to be on top of someone that's already there, I have to lose a reputation to gain the resource. With the auto walkers, they move after me and I roll the die. See how they move? I get to choose which pathway they take. Once you get to this area here, you decide which pathway you take. Both have different resources. When the auto walker gets there, I get to choose which way they go. So I think generally I'm going to choose them away from me. I don't know why I choose them my way. A bit strange. And then first out of the park here, in a 1 or 3 to 3 player game, first person out of the park gets 2 reputation. Second one gets to get 1 reputation and a lead or a swap, which could be handy for me actually. And last one out of the park lose a reputation. So a bit of that gamble there. I think my first movement here, I do need toys. If I do get a tennis ball, also get a stick. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's make use of my power. I might skip this one. Let's go 1, 2. I get to grab a tennis ball, but with my terrier that has come with me. I'm walking this dog. Whenever you gain 1 or more tennis balls, I also gain a stick. Fantastic. So I'm going to gain a stick and a tennis ball and add that to my pile. Okay, green is my first order walker. Again, I haven't changed the order. They stay to their same order. So green goes first. Ooh, and he's going to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. Red is second. He's going to move just 1. So he's behind me there. Alright, my go again. I'm thinking I might take advantage of this now that the order walker's here because I was tempted to get a toy. But let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. And this is a special ability just for this round because of the location card had it here. I don't know about the order. I think it's any order I want. I can scout and swap 2 dogs or vice versa. And this is kind of handy. I could swap a dog out of my kennel with one here. So let's see what we think. So I'm going to scout first. So that means I'll draw 2 dogs. And I'll get to, if I want to, replace one of the dogs out in the field with it. So I've drawn a retriever here and a spaniel. I've decided to replace this hound here with this gun dog spaniel. The other 2 get discarded, I assume, out of the game, or discarded to the side. Okay, and then the next ability is I can swap. The swap ability is you may exchange 1 dog from your kennel with a dog in the field. I'm thinking I'll get rid of the toy chihuahua. I don't think I want that. Actually, I don't know. It gives me 2 for each toy in my kennel. But I wouldn't mind getting the ability where I can get some toys for free. That'd be pretty cool. Or a hound even. Oh, I've got 2 options here. This is very, very interesting. I'm going to go with the gun dog. So I'm going to switch that out with my chihuahua. And chihuahua's back in the field here. Could be a big mistake. I don't know. I'm not going to go for too many toy dogs, I don't think. So let's grab this. It goes into my kennel. Let me place it into my kennel. I assume unwalked as well. It doesn't say anything about putting a lead on or anything like that. Right, so I've scouted and swapped. I assume that's okay to do that. It doesn't say anything about specifically whether I have to do that first, then scout. No idea. I think I can do it any order I want. I'm assuming that way. Now, green's next to go. It goes 3, 1, 2. I'm going to choose it to go up this way, so it's out of my way. The red player moves 2, still back here, so he's a bit slower. Alrighty, my go again. I'm thinking let's go for my bonuses and see with them what happens with the green. Because from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't leave the park. Ooh, that's dangerous. Maybe I do go for the toy and skip that ability. That's 3 resources that can be really handy for me. Oh wow, big decisions here. Because I'm thinking wouldn't mind getting there first. Because I think this lead, this walk and swap token, I think that means that I have to swap a dog out of my kennel. I have to do it. I don't think it's a may. Because if I read the book where I found it, there's a section here that says it. Yeah, actions. The second one here, swap and walked. Perform swap as above, but the player places a walk token on the new dog in their kennel. This walked can only be placed. The player must swap 1 dog when you swap. Yeah, so I don't want to swap out the gun dog. I don't think there's nothing I really want to swap out. I mean, I could get the hound. Not a bad idea, actually. Perhaps I will be second on purpose. All right, let's move on. After all that deliberation, let's just move on. I'm going to go to tennis ball, a stick, and I'm going to use my Sillyham Terrier's ability to gain an extra stick. Beautiful. So extra resources. Let's just build up. That's the idea for this turn, isn't it? Roll the die for the green. He rolls a 2. That's good news for me. Red rolls a 2 as well. 1, 2. Alrighty, back to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So let's just get the toy or the treat. One of them 2. I don't need any more sticks. So let's get the toy. Let's move 2 to get a toy. Yeah, place that one. Green's probably going to leave before me, but I don't mind that. 2? No, not yet. 1, 2. I'm going to beat it, which is fantastic. Red rolls a 3. He can come my way. 1, 2, 3. I don't mind. Right, my go. I'm going to leave the park. 1, 2, 3 out of the park. I assume that has to happen. That third one. And then I'll get the 2 reputation. So down here, I need that reputation. 1, 2. Beautiful. Assuming I'm getting it straight away, I don't know. I might have mixed that up. I'll find out with the home time one in a moment. And then after this, it doesn't matter they don't score anyway, so I'm just going to say that green was next, red's third. They don't score anything, so we're all out of the park. So after all that, no pastoral dogs. I just remembered too, it says during selection only, so I couldn't do anything with the pastoral dogs later anyway. But that's okay. Let's go to home time. So during home time, I gain 2 reputation for each dog in their lead. So I gain 2 for this guy. But I lose 1 reputation for each dog without a walked token in the kennel. So I'm going to lose 1 here. So overall, I gain 1 reputation. Also, this is the resources I'm at the moment. I've got 3 sticks, 4 tennis balls, a toy and a treat. So I think I'm good to go next round. I've got enough to pay for these 2 at least again if I need to. But I am going to recruit 2 more dogs. So we'll see how we go. But let's score our reputation. So overall, I gain 1 reputation. Woo! I also return dogs from the lead to the kennel. I assume the walk token stays on it. That's what it seems like to me. It doesn't say anything about removing them. I return my walker to my lead, so I remove the walker from the park, essentially, which I do off screen. The auto walkers do the same too. They go back to their kennel. At the end of this round, flip over this forecast. Okay. Tokens from this round 2 also removed, so let's do that. So I'm going to remove these 2 tokens from our current round. I'll then discard this location and perform a new location. It looks like we've gained 3 this time. Swap token is back here again. That's no change there. A stick goes at the top. So it's on the second last reputation one there. And then a tennis ball, second last down here on the treat, which is nice and tasty. In a normal game, the first player token will then move along, but we've already done that. We're always first player, is what I meant by that. The auto workers never become first player. And that's the end of 1 round. We're then about to head into another round here of Dog Park. All right, Soloists, that's the end of 1 round of Dog Park. If you wish to keep watching, I will go through the next 3 rounds, but I might stop the video here for some people that just want a quick run through of the game of the first round. Hope it was quick enough for some. Keen to get this out. I like this so far. It's interesting, but I'll be interested. There's probably more tactics once I start getting more dogs next round here. Also, I don't think I need to refresh these dogs. Didn't say anything about refreshing this at the moment, so this must be the current offer for next round. But we'll see. If you want to come, keep watching. So Solace, to crush your game first, play solo.